What if I told you that happiness isn't the result of success, but rather its precursor? An intriguing thought, isn't it? Today we're diving into the groundbreaking insights from The Happiness Advantage by Shawn. This remarkable book unfolds 7 principles that can transform our perspective on success and happiness. We'll be exploring each principle, from how happiness fuels success to the power of a positive mindset, and much more. Buckle up, prepare to challenge your perceptions, and embrace a new outlook on life. Now, let's dive into the first principle. Our first principle flips the age-old notion of success leading to happiness on its head. Instead, imagine if we told you that it's happiness that fuels success. Yes, you heard it right. The happiness advantage principle, as proposed by Shawn, asserts that a positive mindset is a precursor to success. Let us delve a bit deeper. Picture your workplace. You're more likely to be productive, creative, and a better problem solver when you're happy, aren't you? It's not rocket science, really. It's simply the power of a positive mindset that can work wonders at your workplace and in your life. But how do we cultivate this positivity, you ask? Well, the answer lies in simple practices. Gratitude journaling, for instance, can help you focus on the positive aspects of your life, thereby fostering an optimistic outlook. As you fill your journal with things you're grateful for, you're essentially teaching your brain to seek out positivity. This practice of gratitude journaling is not just about feeling good, it's about rewiring our brains to focus on the positive, thereby increasing our happiness quotient. And remember, it's this increased happiness that paves the path to success. To sum it up, it's not success that brings happiness, but it's happiness that breeds success. So let's flip the script and start our journey towards success with happiness. Remember, happiness paves the way to success. The power of our mindset is our second principle. It's like a fulcrum that can either amplify our efforts or dampen them, like a lever that can either propel us forward or hold us back. Now imagine your mindset as this fulcrum. The position of this fulcrum determines the effectiveness of the lever, that is, your efforts. If you place it towards a negative, pessimistic outlook, it's likely to hinder your progress. But if you shift it towards a positive, optimistic perspective, it amplifies your ability to succeed. It's not just about seeing the glass as half full. It's about recognizing the potential to fill up the glass, seeing opportunities where others see obstacles. So how about we start training our minds to focus on positive patterns, to look for the good in every situation, to seek out opportunities in every challenge. Shift your mindset and see the world transform. Our third principle is about the patterns we see. This is known as the Tetris effect. Just as the game of Tetris trains your brain to fit together a series of blocks, our minds are shaped by what we consistently focus on. If we're constantly looking for the negatives, that's precisely what we'll find. However, if we shift our focus, looking for positives and opportunities, we start to see those instead. It's a matter of training the brain to spot patterns of possibility, of success, of happiness. This doesn't mean ignoring the challenges life throws our way. Instead, it's about choosing to see the silver linings, the lessons learned, and the growth that comes from adversity. This shift in perspective can have a profound impact on our daily lives, shaping our experiences and our attitudes. So let's start today. Train your mind to see the positivity in your life. Our fourth principle teaches us how to turn adversity to advantage. Now let's explore the idea of falling up. This principle invites us to see failures not as dead ends, but as stepping stones to success. Every setback, every stumble, every no we encounter, they are not final destinations but detours pointing us to a different path, perhaps an even better one. Imagine a world where Thomas Edison gave up after his first failed attempt to invent the light bulb, or where J.K. Rowling stopped writing after numerous rejections. Their stories and countless others remind us that resilience and a growth mindset are the keys to success. So the next time you face a challenge, remember this. It's not about avoiding the fall. It's about learning to rise every time we fall. Embrace the struggle, learn from it, grow from it. Because, my friends, that is where the magic happens. Remember, there's always a way up. Our fifth principle encourages us to start small. Imagine a circle. This is your Zorro circle, the space where you have control and can make a difference. Now envision your big goal outside this circle. Seems unreachable, doesn't it? But what if you broke it down into smaller, manageable steps within your circle? Suddenly, it doesn't seem so daunting. The Zorro Circle concept is all about limiting the scope of your goals to what's within your control. It's about focusing on one small task at a time and gradually expanding your circle as you conquer each task. This approach not only makes your goals more attainable, but it also gives you a sense of control and boosts your confidence with every small victory. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. It was built brick by brick, step by step. So break down your large tasks into smaller, manageable steps. Start within your Zorro Circle. Start small, achieve big. Our sixth principle is about the power of small changes. Often we underestimate the impact of the little things we do or don't do in our everyday lives. Yet these tiny actions or inactions can either set us on a path towards success or veer us off course. And this, my friends, is where the magic of the 20-second rule comes into play. Imagine making a small positive change that requires minimum effort, say 20 seconds or less. Over time, these small changes can accumulate into significant results. For instance, if you want to read more, place a book on your bedside table. This small change reduces the activation energy required to start a positive habit. It's about making it easier to do the things that align with our goals and harder to fall back into old, unproductive patterns. So whether you're striving to eat healthier, exercise more, or spend less time on your phone, remember the 20-second rule. Small changes can have a big impact. Our final principle emphasizes the power of social connections. Social investment is all about nurturing our relationships and understanding their profound impact on our happiness and success. Consider this. We humans are social creatures by nature. We thrive in communities, and our relationships often serve as our support systems. These connections, be they with friends, family, or colleagues, boost our morale, provide motivation, and in the context of the workplace can foster a more positive and productive environment. But for these relationships to work their magic, we need to invest in them. This means dedicating time to build and strengthen these connections. It's about taking an interest in others, lending a helping hand when needed, or simply being there to listen. It's these small investments that, over time, can yield significant returns in our happiness and success. Invest in relationships for a happier, more successful life. We've covered a lot of ground, haven't we? Let's take a quick stroll down memory lane to revisit the 7 principles we've discussed from Shawn Achor's enlightening book, The Happiness Advantage. Firstly, we explored the happiness advantage itself, the idea that happiness precedes success and not the other way around. We discussed how nurturing a positive mindset can enhance creativity, productivity, and problem-solving skills, and how simple practices like gratitude journaling can help cultivate optimism. Next, we delved into the concept of the fulcrum and the lever, where our mindset acts as a fulcrum that can either amplify or hinder our efforts. We discussed the Tetris effect, and how training our brain to focus on positive patterns and opportunities can shift our mindset for the better. Then we talked about the Tetris effect in more detail, focusing on how our brains tend to see what we repeatedly focus on. We encouraged adopting habits and thought patterns that align with your goals to influence your daily life positively. Following that, we discussed the principle of falling up. We highlighted how failures and setbacks can be stepping stones to success and encouraged resilience and a growth mindset in the face of challenges. We also explored the Zorro Circle, emphasizing how starting small can lead to greater success. We discussed how limiting the scope of your goals can help regain a sense of control and encouraged breaking large tasks into smaller, manageable steps. Then, we introduced the 20-second rule, the idea that small changes can lead to big results. We discussed how reducing the activation energy for positive habits can lead to long-term change and suggested practical ways to apply this rule in daily life. Lastly, we explained the importance of social investment, of building strong social connections for happiness and success. We shared how positive relationships can lead to greater motivation and support in the workplace, and encouraged investing in social connections to foster a positive work environment. These are the 7 principles of the happiness advantage. By adopting a positive mindset, you set yourself up for personal and professional success. For more in-depth insights and strategies, I highly encourage reading the book. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Remember, happiness is the key to success. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Stay happy, stay successful,